Nashville's city limits. The list of handlers included a few of my close homeboys and a few niggas I didn't like. I knew she was letting everybody have it, but at 16 years old, I didn't care. All I cared about was what I had heard about her, which was that she was a thick-legged, cheerleading freak, and after a few hits of the blunt, she let you kill her throat and beat her cat. As a weed and dope-selling virgin, I couldn't wait to get sentenced for murder one on her esophagus and a cruelty to animals charge. I'd happily plead guilty to both crimes. My closest partner back then, and to this day, Mike, had invited me to come flip her with him. He had been using his cousin's apartment on the east side to hang out during school hours whenever the pressures of 11th grade schooling became too much. For Mike, this seemed to be every day. He went to Stratford High School with the chick, and they had been ditching school all week to start Mike's new side hustle. Mike had always been an entrepreneur with a get-rich-quick scheme, so it didn't surprise me when he decided to make her his new hustle. Mike saw her spreading her legs for free and thought about all the money he could be making as her manager. He didn't like the word pimp. It made him feel like a Memphis nigga, and everyone knew Nashville and Memphis niggas didn't get along. He started charging virgins and anybody else with items to barter, like Nintendo and Sega games, to have sex with her. Being supportive of my friend's endeavors, I hopped the gate at Pearl Con High School out west with my condom and $20 in hand, ready to lose my virginity like all the other virgins my age had done. I had to catch 2 city buses and walk 3 miles just to get to her. I remember walking those 3 miles nervous as fuck, dick already hard, and thinking she'd better be worth it. When I saw the girl, my love for hoes was born as I instantly started plotting on getting her away from my boys to clean her off and shine her up to keep for myself. She was beautiful. She had her long hair pushed back out of her face so that you could know that hands down her face was her best asset. I'm not knocking her body, but at 16 years old, girls were either pretty or ugly. There was no in between, and that was judged from the neck up. Her skin was the color of roasted almonds, which went perfectly with her big, dark brown eyes. She did have a pig-shaped nose, but it was cute and made you want to pinch it if her lips would release your attention long enough. Everything about her mouth said, "Kiss me and fall in love." That's why her heart-shaped lips fit perfectly above her rounded chin. To top it all off, she had the Lexus car emblem on a charm around her neck, a true sign of luxury. I had never seen a bitch so bad in my life, and I knew I was going to step to her and make her mine. I don't have to tell you how it turned out in the end. Some folks are just comfortable in their own skin, no matter how funky and foul it is. It's been 15 years since I made that mistake, and I haven't learned my lesson yet. I'm sure you were hoping I'd leave Savannah's ass alone when I found out she gave my daughter away. And I was planning to. To be honest, I was done with her after she gave the police the letter I wrote her, with my plans of turning myself in. Even though I wanted her to snitch on me so it could buy me a couple of days of freedom to get my affairs in order, there was a piece of me hoping Savannah would prove me wrong and hold on to the letter. But she didn't. So I said, fuck her. And her good pussy. Being in jail without a piece of mail coming in besides updates on my son from my mama made me think about her. Thoughts of her began to help me get through the day, so I sent my nigga Ryan lurking for me, and look at what he found out. Savannah was pregnant and hiding her pregnancy from the world. I wasn't sure if it was mine or not because baby girl was a freak, but she was ordering my favorite foods daily. I wanted to know and sent a letter to find out. She wrote me back in her own fucked up way to let me know that she had given birth to my daughter and given her away to the highest bidder like a car being auctioned. I read that part of the letter at least 10 times a day until I was released, and although it's been years since I received it, I remember verbatim what she wrote. It said, "I am not a caring person. My only concern is me and what's best for me. Your beautiful 8-pound daughter, who looked just like you, will never know either one of us. I hired an out-of-country adoption agency to ship her off to her new parents 2 days after she was born. I know you don't believe me, and will play a